Hi, I wanted to make a little video about my little brother. He passed away on Father's Day, which is yesterday. My other little brother called me about 4 or 5 hours ago, letting me know that he was found not breathing by his mother. Um, this man, Freddie Tresvant, also known as Fats, I met him when I was 20, probably 20. I had never met my father, never seen him, don't know what his voice is like, but and my father was living 20 years ago, but I didn't really care to meet him because I was 20, and if he wanted to meet me, he could have. So I wrote a letter to my brother and my sisters, and we met up in Wichita, Kansas. And my little brother, for some reason, we just totally clicked. So over the years, we would talk on the phone, get to know each other. He answered all my questions about his dad. I would always say your dad because I never felt like I had one, and he let me do that. He let me express my feelings, even though that was his dad he loved, and we had two different opinions of him. And he answered all my questions, everything I had, like how tall he was, like just different questions I had that I didn't know anything about him. Um, and we think we bonded because we're both into entrepreneurship. We're both very passionate about religion, even though it's different religions. He was respectful of mine. He never like put me separate. Like, we'd always just talk about God and God is good and all that stuff. And man, we just talk about deep stuff, but it was mostly like business, family, how things went, like how we were raised different. He said, I'm square because I don't drink, smoke, say bad words. And he said he's like street smart. I'm not. And it was just really funny how we compared our lives. And it was just, we would talk for hours and it was really enjoyable. He wanted to make up for his father not being in my life financially and not giving any kind of love, period, zero. So I want to say my little brother did a good job with that. I say he succeeded because I feel love from that side of the family 100% because of him. Um, I felt like we were born and raised and lived in the same house. Like that's how much love he gave to me and my kids. I don't even know how he did that. That's pretty amazing because you can't just get a bond so easy. But he made me feel comfortable and like we knew each other forever. Um, which is crazy because we're only a year apart. He was 40 yesterday. He passed at 40 years old. He was born in 1978, December 1978. I was born November 1977. And then my other brother is from my mom and my dad, and he's 79. So we're like one, two, three. Then I have my two older sisters. I don't know how old they are, but I know they're a little bit older too. Anyway, I want to say to anybody that knew him, it is very sad we lost him. One thing I hope everyone does is think about what he stood for. Think about where he was. Think about, how he turned his life around. Think about how passionate he was about Pearl Tray, how passionate he was to market and to build something. Think about charitable things, and he was very giving, very giving. That's one way I think he showed love is by giving things. He really did. He would he bought my kids coats and like he just did a lot of things for my kids and myself. Um, what else? He loves family. He wanted the family, like he like barbecues and get-togethers and holidays and Super Bowls. I lived in Kansas City or New York, so I didn't participate in that stuff, but I know he was about that and loved that family stuff, and just getting together with family was really important to him. And community, loving your community, loving the people you grew up with, loving just the people in your community, seeing them do good. He cared about hungry people, homeless people. He cared about the youth. He cared about everybody, his kids. A good dad. Like he loved his kids. He spent time with his kids and he wanted the best for his kids. Just a good example of a father. Um, yeah, my kids and I, we're going to read a lot of his posts because that's how I think the best way to honor someone you love is to see what they were talking about and try to implement those things in your life, like hustle, grind, love, peace, community, family. Like that's what I'm taking with him. And I just wish I could find some better words to say what he did to give me a link to my father's side. Like, it's like you don't have any type of bond with that side of that family just because you weren't a part of it. You just weren't included in that side of the family. But like, I can't explain how he embraced me and made me feel like family. That's crazy. I can't explain it because you can't just make that happen. And I'm so thankful that I had 20 years to know him. And I want to go back to New York. I'm in New York. That's New Jersey. But I'm in New York. This is Riverbank Park. I want to go back to New York. And I want anything that's not beneficial in my life out of my life. I want any time wasting out of my life. Like, I don't want to be sitting down watching TV. And I got a business. I got two businesses. Like, my brother was Pearl Tray every day. Okay. He was like about his business every day. He was into real estate. Like, I don't know. I feel like it's in the blood. I really do. Because I don't know too much about my older sisters, but my two little brothers, like, I feel like it's in the blood. We have so much in common, and it just felt so good. Like, the more you have something in common with someone, the more you like bonded. Like, I can't even explain it, but it was awesome. Like, to have somebody that is into all the things you into, family. Like, he liked to buy, material stuff, but that's not what he was about. He was about family, hustle, grind, God. And that's me too. But I do a lot of talking about it and wasting a lot of time being ungrateful for things. And every moment, every day is precious. And that's what I'm going to go back. Like, my brother passed, but man, I want to make him proud. Like, if he could see, I want to make him proud. Do you know what I mean? Like, I want my kids and I to, like, just take all those things he did and try to incorporate it and be persistent, consistent, everyday, grind hard on all of those things he was passionate about, because those are things I'm passionate about too. And life is so short. He was younger than me, a year younger than me. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to sit here being sad. I'm going to just remember him in good ways. And every day I get up, I'm going to remember that. I'm going to remember the good stuff, and I'm going to try to be more in my nieces and nephews' life, any kind of which way I can. Because that's what he did. Like, he would send my kids birthday cards and stuff, and a little money here and there. Like, that means a lot when they don't have that a lot. I just have my two little brothers, so they need to be feeling some kind of love from me too. And I'm gonna try to do that because that's what he was about. That's what he was trying to do. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and make the most of every day, because tomorrow's not promised. And oh my gosh, don't regret, because I regret more than anything, I did not speak to him on Father's Day. We did not communicate on Father's Day, which was yesterday, and now he's gone, and I can never speak to him. I can never tell him anything. I can't say I love you, which he always did that at the end of every conversation. He loves me, big sis. Yeah. So we got to take advantage of everything, and don't be lazy. Don't waste your time. If you're not contacting your family like you need to be, if they right there, he was only 3 hours away. Now he's gone forever. If they right there, you guys, man, you got to make it a point. Even if you don't feel like getting up and going over, if you don't feel like calling, text, do something, because you don't want to regret that. Today could be the last day any of us are alive. So, yeah, that's it. Bye.